This is the fourth out of 5 short tutorials looking at how to create and upload regions to the Space Virtual World platform. We've already looked at how to set up your project and your scene, how to fill in the virtual goods information and some of the other settings like the world map and region URL. In this fourth short tutorial, we'll be looking at the platform settings, which you'll find toward the bottom of the scene export settings component in the inspector. So one of the key features of the Space Virtual World platform is that you can publish concurrently to standalone, which is the desktop, Mac or PC, obviously, to mobile, Android and iOS. You can publish to WebGL, which is native in the browser, HTML5. And we are accredited developers for PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo. We haven't actually released Space there. We want to get a little more content in before we go there. But when we do, your content will go out there, and obviously there are some very large and active communities on the game consoles. So it's up to you really how you want to adjust these settings on a per platform basis. You may want to only build for one platform, but these allow you to optimize and fine-tune your region for each different build, looking for the best balance of file size, performance and memory use. I'm not going to go through all these settings on a sort of per line basis. There's more detailed information on the wiki. The default settings are probably going to be fine for most instances, but obviously you can get in there and fine-tune and overwrite. Some are self-explanatory, like the texture resolutions. Obviously the desktop version is set at a maximum texture resolution of 2048 by 2048. In the mobile and WebGL versions, it's defaulting to 512. Things like the light maps can reduce the download speed, but they might impair the performance at runtime. The static bake meshes and colliders pre-bake the data before export, which improves the loading performance, but the region download will be bigger. Now I'm going to come down to the report, which shows what's in your scene. You can see I've got about 2,500 objects organized into 730 parent objects. And you can see I'm getting a gentle poke in the ribs from the system because I've got 73 mesh colliders, which is saying can cause some lag. I'm not actually too concerned about that. Even in WebGL, I think that's going to be fine. If I was really optimizing for performance, I would swap those out with box colliders. And then the last thing we'll look at is the script list. We are developing our SDK, which will allow you to do your own complex scripting, but there is also a white list of about 120 scripts which you can just drag into your project and configure the parameters without needing to write any scripts at all. And this shows what scripts are running and whether they are on that whitelist. Obviously, we can't just allow any script to be uploaded to our servers. But if there is a script that you want to use that isn't in the whitelist already, just get in touch. We can review it and we can add that. When we do release the SDK, we will also continue to support the whitelist of scripts as well. So those will run in parallel. So that covers everything on the platform settings, the report and the script list. The final of these 5 short tutorials will look at the export process itself, how you submit the content, and we'll have a look at it in World and see how it performs in the desktop and browser versions.